As usual, I've got to adjust my video. One of these days, let's see, did we get there? Are we straight-ish? Straight-ish looks pretty good to me. I don't know about you guys. All right, well, good morning. I'm so glad you're here. I'm ready for a great workout today. I don't know, it still looks kind of sideways to me, so I apologize if it looks a little sideways to you. The good news is it's still a workout. It's still a free workout. It's still something that you're getting to be a part of. So if nothing else, just kind of keep me in the background and do your own thing and just listen to your own music. Couple things. It's still early. We haven't perfectly figured out the lighting in here for this time of day. That is coming, so don't you worry. Also, today's workout is a flow workout. That means it is a workout that's going to focus on strength. It's going to focus on balance, which I believe is the missing component of flexibility. I could talk about that all day. And then also it's going to work on range of motion, which a lot of us call flexibility. You do not have to have a yoga mat. You can do this on carpet. I do recommend being barefoot unless you've been medically told not to be barefoot. And then there's always the option of having a chair, because I'm going to give you ways to do everything that you see today seated as well. So that's where we're going. Let's get this party started. If you're like me and you have a fitness watch, this is something I used to never include in when I was teaching fitness classes, but now I always include, okay, everybody start their watch, because if I don't, what I find is halfway into the class, everyone's starting and stopping what they're doing to start the watch. So get credit for this movement, my friends. Let's get some music going and then let's get started. Perfect. Big breath in, stand tall. Once more. Good. Reach the arms up to the sky and then down. Let's do it again. Inhale and exhale. This time, inhale. And now we're going to take a little lateral flexion to one side. You can do all this just seated if you want to. Inhale. Exhale, lateral flexion to the other side. Good. A couple more. Nice and slow. This time, inhale. Exhale, both arms down. Good, big shoulder roll. One more. Let's warm up the neck. Chin to chest. Roll up to one side. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, roll up to the other side. Good, just continue. Exhale and inhale. Linking your breath and movement. That feels really nice this morning, doesn't it? Good. Big shoulder roll. Now, this time, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, feet can separate just a little bit. Exhale, we're going to twist. So we turn and look behind us. Inhale and exhale. Good. Release the arms. Warm up the mid and lower back. Hands to thighs, standing. So we're here standing. We're going to round and release. So going all the way up the spine, waking up our bodies. If you're up with me at 6 a.m., you can do this seated as well, right? If you're up with me at 6 a.m., this probably feels like a really nice way to wake up. We're putting the body and the spine through all of its natural movements. Flexion and extension, lateral flexion and rotation. When you're ready, just extend one leg. Now you can sit down for this, you can hold on to something like this, or you can just start to wake up your balance already first thing in the morning. I want you to do some little ankle circles ankle circles, and then point and flex. Good. Kind of waking up the body already. Other side, same thing. Let's do some ankle circles. Woo, good morning. Ankle circles. And then point and flex. All right, guys, here's the deal. Just like every flow workout, we have 4 chunks: strength, balance, strength, flexibility. Let's get started with our first strength chunk. Legs wide, arms up, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees and scoop the arms down. Inhale and exhale, good. Sunflowers. Now if you're gonna stay seated, you just stick with the upper body. Inhale and exhale. Breathing and moving. Taking up as much or as little space as you want, my friends. Oh, man, what is it this morning? I'm glad we're working on balance because I sure did just fall down. Exhale and inhale. Beautiful. Reaching tall. Let's reach our arms out to the side. Just a nice little T. Now our feet. One toe turns toward me. One toe turns to the side. Bend the front knee, reach long. It's called Warrior 2. You can stay standing. You can go as wide as you want with the legs. Drop as deep as you want. If you're seated, one leg is bent. This leg just straightens. So you've still got that same pose. Warrior 2. Beautiful. Now from here, we're gonna slide forward and back. And let's see if we can do it without letting the legs change. Now I know seated, that's gonna be kind of easy, right? Because we can't move from there down. But from standing, we have to focus on making our legs stay still and not bending and straightening that front knee. Resting right in the middle, straightening our front leg. Standing, seated, looks like this. Slide as far as you can toward that front leg that was bent. Cartwheel down, reach to the sky. We can look up, we can look out, we can look down. It's called triangle. Standing, looks like this. Now your job here, stay there and just kind of listen for a second. Your job here is not to see how low you can go because sometimes that makes our hip turn to the ground and that's not what we want. So squeeze the bottom a little bit. Reach, and I want you to see if you can come to a floating triangle. So take the arm completely off. Standing or seated, take it completely off. Make the core work, make the bottom work. Try it. If you have to put the hand back down, it's not a competition. Good. Coming back to center, bending the knees if you're seated. Straightening the knees, toes point out if you're standing. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Moonflowers. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more. Perfect. Now let's go the other way. So set yourself up to go the opposite direction. Seated or standing. Remember, seated, the only difference is you straighten that back leg, then you slide. Forward and back, just slide. So beautiful, team. It just feels graceful. Resting center. Straightening the front leg, sliding, revolving. It's triangle. And again, our focus is strength right through here and some flexibility. All of these have some flexibility components. So if you're ready for a little more, come to that floating triangle. I like to look down at this hand for that. It makes me feel a little bit more in control of my body, a little bit more in control of my space. Bend the knee, come to center, beautiful. Turn the legs out wide. Inhale, exhale, back to those sunflowers. We're gonna alternate. One sunflower, inhale, one moonflower. Good. Find that breath. Now we're coming up onto a balance portion. I have lots of options for balance. So if you don't have a chair out yet, you might decide you want a chair so that you have a place to put your hand. for the balance portion of this. In case you're wondering like, why she's looking over there, because that's where my music is. So I'm just looking to see, we're doing like one thing per song. It helps me stay focused and not keep you longer than 30 minutes. All right, guys, first thing we're doing is we're going to work on a dancer's pose. So I'm gonna start with just the standing option, and I'm gonna show you where to go. Now I'm turning sideways, you don't have to. Pick a leg. All you're gonna do is either palm forward or up, either one works. You're gonna find your foot and squeeze your shoulders back, right? So let me show you some options. You can come over here and grab onto something, like hold on with a hand, right in front of your foot. You can also sit down, tuck one foot back, almost as far as it'll go. If you're comfortable, you can even put the top of the foot on the ground. And then reach back from the back of the chair. And if you can find the chair with both arms, you're here. Because so many people are caught up with what the dancer's pose does to the leg, they forget that it's really about the chest. So you'll see if I grab that with my inside hand and I push my chest forward, right? Look at this, huge stretch for the front of the body. That's what it should look like. If we get into the habit of going here, we've completely negated the whole effects of the stretch. So you decide if you need the chair, seated, or standing. Big inhale, release that leg, let's move to the other side. Wow, good job. So decide how long you want to be there. And I want you to listen to this side. Now here's the deal, this side does not have to act like the other side. It doesn't have to. So if you want to find the edge of the chair, if you want to tuck your foot under, or if you just want to maybe step back and open the chest. So many options. Be creative. Listen to your body. Find something that works for you. The point of this posture, this asana, as we say in yoga, is to stretch our chest, our hip flexors, our quadriceps, and this really, really deep muscle called the psoas that runs from way up here, like it anchors way, way high, and down into your hip. It's crazy. It's so cool. If you have never seen or studied that muscle, it's really interesting. But it's one of those that gets shortened when we have bad posture for a long time. Let's release that leg. Beautiful. Shake it out, shake it out. Another balance, a moving balance. Options. It's called opposite arm and leg reach. So we can either, we're doing this standing, not kneeling. We either just reach, so you know I have like, right here for me, it's my left hand and my right leg reaching forward, or I can hold on with my right hand so that I'm still reaching left hand and right leg. You can see me holding onto the chair. If you're seated, up and here. Okay, so find your balance. Find your balance. You're like, gosh, there's so many options. I know, aren't there? So find your balance. And here's what happens. We try to tap elbow to knee and reach. Elbow to knee and reach. And maybe you touch the floor behind you. That's okay. Right? Elbow to knee and reach. Seated, elbow to knee and reach. Good. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach, reach, reach. Shake it out. Ooh, if you're really gripping with that other foot, shake it out, shake it out. Opposite side. Now you decide standing or seated, and of course you can always tap the toe back to start. You decide if you're seated, the leg is up. We're just holding this balance to start. Find where you need to be. Hold on to something if you need to hold on to something. And let's go for it. Ready? Elbow to knee. There we go. Reach. Exhale and inhale. I'm not moving enough. My only source of light is the garage light. Oh, Gretchen. Remember when you didn't decide to order that big Diva light? You're like, I'll just film everything during the day. Well, other plans were in store for me. Can we do 2 more? The answer is always yes. Do we choose to do 2 more? And last one. Good. Shake the arms out. A couple little ankle circles. Waking up the ankles. I'm going to try to turn the light back on. There we go. Don't worry, we have a light plan. We have a light plan. Everything timeline's been bumped up, right? Beautiful. You made it through our first round of strength and balance. Now we go back to strength. It's about halfway through, so if you want to join me in a water break, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Perfect. All right, team. Warrior 1. I'm going to go sideways, show it to you standing. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Kind of angled forward. Pointed forward, pointed at an angle. Arms just reach up, or they can stay on our hips. You decide. I don't know what's going on with your shoulders this morning. Another option, if you're seated. Remember how we tucked the foot back on dancer's pose? 1 foot forward, 1 foot tucks back. This time we stay up on our toe to get a little stretch to the calf and Achilles. And again, arms can reach up. That's all you need to know. Warrior 1. Again, I'm going to go sideways just so you can see what's happening. You decide where you're going to be today. The new arms are called cow face arms. We pull our elbows back, let our chest lift. From the front, looks like this, right? Let our chest lift. And as our chest lifts, I want you to just pull the belly in just a little bit. That's amazing. That feels so great to our back. And by pulling the belly in, it allows you to have a more healthy back bend. So if you've ever had any issues with lower back pain, this helps prevent some of that. Reach up to the sky and then dive forward, scooping the belly, leaning the body forward as far as you can, keeping a nice straight back. So we don't want to round here, right? Nice and straight. Same thing seated. Nothing changes just because you're seated. Yes. You got it. This is called humble warrior, and I find this posture can be somewhat strengthening. It sounds so like meek, right? The humble warrior, but it can be very strengthening. Bring yourself up. Release the arms, feet come together into chair. Now if you're seated, it's just like you're sitting down in a chair with the arms up. If you're standing, it's like you're hovering over a chair. Arms are up. Here's what happens. We lift one heel, down. Other heel, down. Good. Stay low, lift, and lower. We're seated, lift, and lower. Now your option is to do a double heel lift. Double heel lift, and down. Double heel lift, and down. Now standing, double heel lift, and down. Notice my head isn't rising that much. Double heel lift, and down. One more. Standing up, release. Warrior 1, other side, opposite leg back. Arms reach up. From here, arms down into cow face arms. Then we'll be seated. Reaching up and diving forward, humble warrior. Keep the belly pulled up. Come in, reach the arms up. Stepping one more time into chair pose and hold. This time, can we walk our feet close together? Even if we're seated in chair, try to squeeze our knees together. It's okay if they don't get there, just try it, right? If you're standing, try to touch big toes, squeeze knees together. And then, can you go just a little lower? This is the last little bit of strength that we have. Feel free to bring the arms down into like a prayer posture or just out by your side. Keep them active though. Keep the shoulders squeezed. And to make it even more about the back here, we can pull the arms back by our ears. Standing up and releasing. Beautiful. All right, guys, let's do a little bit of a stretch. Legs are wide as you're comfortable going. Toes point out. We're going to start just with our arms up and overhead, clasped together, framing our face. So try not to, if you can, pull them by the ears. And then we're going to go into, from the side view, a simple back bend. So we squeeze the bottom, we scoop the belly, and we let ourselves slide back as far as we're comfortable. Standing back bend, seated back bend. Check in with your breathing. Good, releasing our arms. If we're standing, go about halfway down, supporting lateral flexion. And if you're seated, same thing, just lateral flexion. One's just actually got something under your bottom, one doesn't. Coming back through the center, straighten the legs if you're standing, and release the other side, bending the knees again if you're standing. This time we're doing a wide leg forward bend. So no matter where you are, turn the toes not only forward but slightly in. And then if you're standing, you can find yourself all the way down to the ground, or you can like stack up something and support there. You can also turn around. You're gonna get a nice little bottom view, but you can support yourself on the chair. Or, third option, down here. Now, if you're seated, you can keep those toes turned out. That's fine. You're not worried about your knees. Here, some sort of forward flexion. Do what feels good to you. I just gave you like a million options. So go ahead and find what feels good to you. And no matter where you are now, let your head hang. So let your head just relax. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. Bending our knees to come up, supporting slowly, slowly, slowly. Okay. Now, if you are, you're gonna sit down no matter what you're using. So if you're at home, have a seat on the floor or the couch or a chair. Of course, if you're at home, right? That's the whole point of these workouts. But have a seat on the ground somewhere. And if the ground doesn't work for you, have a seat in a chair. And either if you're on the ground, you'll probably be in like a seated position. If you're in the chair, you'll probably be here. But either way, I'm gonna come with my seated position. Wow, I'm so happy that I put this chair in here. I used to do it in just a short back chair. I was like, this will be great for filming. And it is great for filming. So let's just take a rotation. We're gonna rotate the spine, doesn't matter which way. You can either hold onto the chair or the ground. Take a rotation, look behind your body, get it all the way up through your neck. And then switch sides. Very gentle ending. And then let yourself come to a space of relaxation. So if you're seated on the ground, maybe you just find something to support your back. Maybe you lie flat on a mat. Maybe you curl up on the couch and close your eyes. But let yourself breathe with your eyes closed for a moment. And I always move a little closer to you, so just keep your eyes closed. Allow yourself to find that breath, the inhale and the exhale. Allow yourself to feel your breath in your belly. So you inhale, the belly's relaxing a little bit. Exhale, belly pulls in. And then in your mind's eye, in your imagination, I want you to let yourself escape this morning. So imagine everything around you just starts to drift away a little bit. And all of a sudden, in your mind's eye, you see this place. And this is the most relaxing place you've ever seen. Maybe this is a place that you've been before. Maybe it's a place that you've always wanted to go or you've just seen pictures of. Or it could just be a place that holds all those elements that you consider relaxing. No matter where or what it is, dive deep. Start to experience it with other senses. Start to feel what it feels like to be there. Maybe it's warm, maybe it's cold, maybe it's moderate. And allow your imagination to open things up for you, like smells and sounds that you associate with this place. And then notice what that does to your body. Notice that all of a sudden you feel lighter. You feel as if you're melting. And then all of a sudden you realize you know what these feelings are. You've been infused with the feelings of peace. Because peace is in this moment. And then start to breathe again. And we're just doing these short meditations. And as you breathe, you start to kind of feel out your surroundings. You notice where you are, where you're laying or sitting. You come out of that relaxing place, but what you don't leave behind, what comes with you, is that sensation of peace. A peace that doesn't even make sense, but it's still there. So as you take your time to make your way back to this space together, open your eyes, maybe focus in again if you'd like. You can also just lay there. I want you to think, how can I use this? So as you go through your day and you start to lose your peace, for whatever reason, take a minute and step back. If you have people at home with you, step back. Give everyone the opportunity to use that imagination that was such a huge part of their life for so long, and so many of us have let it go to the side. Use that imagination to create this relaxing space. Maybe we make a big board today. We get out some poster board and some magazines and we cut out pictures of relaxing places. And we put it up on our wall. And we take a big black Sharpie and we write the word peace across it. So that when we lose our focus, when we lose our peace, when we start to fear, we start to be anxious, we go to our peace board and we look at it. And we remember that sensation that we created this morning. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you. Whether you're live or replay, let me know if you caught on a replay, just #replay. Now that we're done, do me a huge favor. Stay for a minute. Leave a comment about what you really liked. Leave a comment about what this did for you. Leave something inspirational for other people to see when they do this workout. Let's be a community. Let's lift each other up. And if you make that peace board, you better believe I want to see a picture of it. All right? I'm Gretchen. This was an awesome Mimo Flow workout. You guys killed it. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will catch you tomorrow, 6 a.m. We're going to be doing let me check my order, a fit workout. So cardio and flow all mixed up. All right. Talk to you later.